to another episode of Simply Medicare. I'm your host, Debbie Strout, and I am so excited to bring to you all our team, our Michigan Medicare Specialist team. We are growing. We are here to help you. We are here to get you into the right plan and to navigate everything there is to do with Medicare. So let's get right into it. Let's introduce our team. We have Tracy. Hi, Tracy. And we have Marlene. Hi, Marlene. And they're both going to give you a little bit of a story about how they came to us and what they did. So, Tracy, let's start with you. You and I have been together for at least a couple of years now. So tell us a little bit about how you got here and what your role was and what your role has changed too.
Sure. I started working for Debbie 2 years ago. I had no history in insurance or Medicare or anything like that. I took the job kind of on a whim, like, sure, I can do that. And it was primarily a customer service job. I was doing intakes for Debbie's appointments, and I learned a lot about Medicare in the process. Debbie gets all of the credit for that. And 2 years later, my role is changing a little bit. When you hear about Marlene's role, you'll know.
So, I mean, I think you started off in a really awesome role, and you've helped us change significantly over the last 2 years and grown significantly in how we do our office procedures and all of that. But even more importantly, you've become a licensed agent, and we are just so happy to have that because now your role is changing even more with Michigan Medicare Specialist. So tell us about that.
It's actually very exciting. My role here is new. I did become a licensed agent, so I would have more knowledge and more capabilities of helping our clients. And so Debbie, it created a new role for me. It's very, very exciting. I will be called the Client Services Manager, and I will help our current clients with anything at all that they need. If they've got a question on a bill or a doctor or anything about their plan, I'm here to help. If they've got a complaint, I'm here to help and listen. If they've got a compliment, I'm here to help and listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your role is super important because what happens is that a lot of times people will sign up, they're really happy, but then an issue might kind of pop up like, I got something, I just have a question. And Tracy's going to be that go-to person. She is the day-to-day operations, making sure that everybody is happy, getting their questions answered. And how cool is that to have a dedicated person helping you make sure that you are doing everything perfectly in Medicare versus calling 1-800 who cares? You know, you call somebody on television or you call a solicitor, you're not going to reach that same person. You're going to reach the same person here every day, day after day after day. You're going to always reach Tracy. And so I think that that's super exciting. Your role has changed for the positive.
I think it's really exciting for our clients.
Oh my gosh, I think it's very exciting. And can you give us a little bit of like maybe an example of how you've helped a client and how you've made a difference in a client's life?
I'd love to.
Yes.
What's really, really cool about this job is we get to help people every day. It's awesome. It's so exciting. I did have something not unique, kind of unique happen this week. That's a good story. And a way I really got to serve one of our clients very well. We receive a notification if a client is disenrolled from their Medicare plan. And we got a disenrollment for one of our clients, and I picked up the phone and gave her a call just to make sure she knew that she had been changed from her Medicare Advantage plan. It unfortunately happens and people don't even know that it happens, maybe because they answered a phone call or clicked on an email or something, and their plan can be changed without really their true knowledge of it. So I called her and I just said, hey, I just wanted to check in, want to make sure you know that your plan was changed. And her answer was like, no, 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 no. I don't want my plan changed. I'm happy in my plan. I like my plan. So I investigated that, looked into how maybe we could help her fix that. And we did. I was able to get with the carrier of her current plan, the plan she wanted to stay with, and keep her on that plan. So when I called her back and told her her plan would not change, the mistake had been corrected, she was so grateful and so happy. And so was I. Like, it feels really good to be able to help people that way. She expressed a lot of gratitude to me, which is cool, and said, that's where I wanted to be. I'm happy on my plan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very, very cool. It's
So
neat.
a couple of things. One is that when you work with us, we make sure you're on the right plan. We don't care about all the other garbage that is being sent to you. We want you to be on the right plan. So when this individual was inadvertently put on a different plan, she is no longer working with us. We can't help her. She's on her own. And so, one, you really want her to stay on the right plan. And when she's on the right plan, she's with us, and then we can always help her. So that is not uncommon, I bet, Tracy. I bet you're going to hear that a lot, where somebody just accidentally clicked on something, or they accidentally called a phone number or something. And so that's going to be coming probably more and more prominent, wouldn't you think?
I wish it wouldn't, but I agree. And I think it's also really neat that Debbie, you have fostered relationships with contacts at the companies that I can solve those problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
I'm able,
contacts.
because of your relationship with all of these insurance carriers, I'm able to piggyback on that and have a contact at these carriers that I can call and solve problems like this. And I think that's really cool too, because it is probably too commonly happening to people
Mhm.
with the solicitation calls and the ads on TV and the emails that come through. And now we've added texting. They get texts like, click here for this, and
Yep.
click accidentally and change their plan without realizing it or intending to.
Yep. And these companies, these big national companies, do it all the time. And you know what? They just pay the fine. They don't care. Hey, we got 25 customers today. We'll pay the fine. Big deal. And then you try and reach them again, 1-800 who cares? They're not going to reach, they don't care. They've gotten their money, their commission, they're gone. So it is really important. And I know Tracy works really, really hard to make sure all of the customers are happy. So your role is incredibly important. So thank you for that. I do. So a lot of you are going to get to know Tracy. You've already talked to her a lot, but you're going to get a chance to talk to her even more. And to me, it was really important that we all get together. So let's talk to Marlene. Hi, Marlene.
Hi.
We are so happy to have you here. So tell us a little bit about how you got to this point, and then maybe a little bit about what's your role here at Michigan Medicare Specialist.
Sure. I am so excited to be here. I met Tracy a couple of years ago through a business associate, and we became friends. And when she was telling me about her job through the years, I thought, boy, that sounds wonderful, because I know when I enrolled on Medicare, I wish I would have had someone that could offer me the support that you offer in this business. It's a daunting thing to try to decide which program is the right one for you. So when Tracy got her license, her position became open, and she discussed with me, hey, Marlene, what do you think? Would you like to come on board? And I said, I would love to come on board. So my role is to support both of you in anything that you do need, but most importantly, to provide the service to our clients to ensure a seamless process for this transition to their new coverage.
Absolutely. So I think your role, Marlene, as welcoming people to Michigan Medicare Specialist is really important because in both of your roles, you were always talking to customers when they were reacting. Like Marlene, you were in a role where people were coming to you and they were fairly desperate. They needed help. And Tracy, you were in that role too, in a position where people were coming to you completely different, but people were coming to you because they had an issue. I think people are coming to us because they're scared. They don't know what to do. And there might be a little bit of embarrassment. You know, they're very smart people. They've had, you know, jobs their whole life. They've raised a family, you know, they've been through stuff, but they can't figure out this Medicare stuff. So they're coming to us really vulnerable and perhaps embarrassed that they can't figure this out. And both of you welcome them with open arms and make them feel comfortable. Marlene, when people call you, what do you talk to them about on the phone?
When I speak with our clients on the phone, I ask them specific information. So I have all of the information that I need to pass on to you. So when you do speak with them, you have what you need to help them choose the right plan that is the best fit for them. Also, I am always aware that I'm always available to anyone who needs something extra, maybe some questions about what's going on or what the next step is. I want to make sure that they understand the process and most importantly, that we will help them find the best plan for them.
What are some of the things that you might ask them that are critical to finding the best plan? I mean, outside of name, address, birth date, what are some things that maybe they can kind of gather before they call you so it would be helpful so that when we research, we can help them find the best plan?
It's very important to have a list of their doctors, their primary physicians, any doctor they see, their medications, the strength of their medications, all of the things that they need to do to stay healthy. So I need that information to pass it on to you.
Okay. What about like if they see a dentist or a mental health therapist, would that be important too?
Absolutely. I need every single physician they do see.
And a chiropractor, would that be good too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The more information from them, the better.
Yep. And you know, I think when all of us work together as a team, it's really good. And when Marlene gets us that information, I don't necessarily look at what's the most name recognized plan out there, because honestly, that has nothing to do with getting you in the right plan. You know, we hyper focus on looking at the physicians, the doctors, the dentist, the eye doctor, the prescriptions, the pharmacy. Are you going to travel to Florida? There are so many things that we look at to make sure that you're in the right plan. It's just not, oh, I think this plan is the best because I think this plan has been around the longest. That has nothing to do with it. So it's really important that we gather all that information and we will find you the best plan. And as you can see from talking to all of us, we don't go away. You're stuck with us. So like Tracy said, you got a problem with a bill, boom, you call us. You don't have to call 1-800-WHO-CARES. Oh, and guess what? The only thing you pay us is your attention. There's no money ever exchanged. It doesn't raise your premiums, your deductibles, anything to work with us. So, you know, Tracy, tell us a little bit about how, I know you helped that one individual, but have you worked with folks that have had an issue with a bill before? You know, I got this bill and I don't understand it. You know, how have you helped them with that?
I have done some bill questions. Sometimes bills are wrong. I mean, sometimes people just get an incorrect bill. And sometimes it's a matter of me being able to explain their coverage in a better or a different way.
Mhm.
Sometimes you think a bill's wrong because you just didn't understand that you had to pay that amount for that service. So,
Mhm.
one of the things Debbie has really had me focus on is learning the insurance plans and being able to explain that to the clients when they have that plan.
Mhm.
So, if you are on plan X, I've made it my mission to understand plan X as much as possible so I can help you understand your bills, your benefits, the services you're going to get while you're on that plan X.
I have to share kind of a little bit of a personal story. My mom is getting bills from physicians and she just pays them. And I'm like, okay, this stops now. So about a year ago, I made sure all the bills are coming to me. And what's happening is she's getting balance billed. That cannot happen. So how many of these seniors out there are just paying bills because that's what they do because that's the right thing to do, and they're not owing the doctor's office any. She has a credit of hundreds of dollars on bills that she should have never paid because it's illegal for the doctor's office. They're well-meaning, they don't know, and they just say, well, Medicare only paid me $100 out of this $120 bill, so I'm now going to bill Mrs. Smith the $20. Mrs. Smith gets it and pays it. They cannot do that. They cannot balance bill, but they pay it anyway. So another great reason that when you work with us, you get this bill, even though it might look right, you can call Tracy and say, nope, that's balance billing. They cannot do that. And what happens is they have agreed to the terms of the money that they are to receive. So if a bill is 120 and they've agreed that we will accept 100, they cannot balance bill that last 20. They have to write it off. That's a rule. So another good thing that you can do and use with Tracy. So her role is very valuable, and so is Marlene's, because Marlene is the face of Michigan Medicare, right? Look at that beautiful face. How can you deny
Thank
that? So, yep. So, Marlene is going to be there every day to answer the phones, and she's going to take your call. If you get voicemail, don't despair. We will call you back. We always have a policy of calling back, if not the same day, within 24 hours. And one of us will call you back. So, and this is going to be Marlene's first go around with busy season, which we lovingly call the most wonderful time of year, Medicare open enrollment. So do you think you're ready, Marlene, for this?
I absolutely am ready. I've got a super trainer, Miss Tracy.
Oh, Tracy's the best. Tracy's the very,
She
very
is.
best.
Thank you, ladies.
Absolutely.
You're too sweet.
Absolutely. And we all live in very close proximity to each other. We all get together once a week. I lovingly say it's mandatory, which is mandatory. And it's easy to maybe just blow it off and say, nah, I don't feel like. No, it's important that we get together. We can talk about the week. And then we can talk a little bit about our personal lives and our family and what's going on. To me, it's a way to connect and get us out of the office. So rest assured that we all work well together. We all know each other. We are all going to take care of each other. And most importantly, we're going to take care of you. So feel comfortable doing that. Okay. Tracy, what do you think?
I'm so excited for annual enrollment for our clients, for new people that are watching this today just to learn about us. I'm so excited.
I know. Can you tell? Marlene, what do you think?
I feel the same way. I can't wait to meet and speak with all of these new clients, and most importantly, help them through this process.
Yeah, it's going to be something, that's for sure. But again, we are all ready. We're here. We're ready to help you. You're not going to find a better team. We are dedicated in every avenue of that. And one other thing I want to let you guys know is that we also have connections in the senior world where if you need other elements in your life, maybe you need help writing that will, maybe you need some help with your finances, maybe you just need some transportation. You're not sure how you can get to your doctor's office anymore. Maybe you need to downsize, maybe you need to move. Any kind of aspects that come up in your life, we have resources for you. We are all very connected in that community. And so we've all got personal connections. Like, I'm not going to throw you to, a 1-800 who cares. I know somebody personally who will help you downsize, will help you move. So, that's really important to us that we stay connected. But anyway, I just really wanted you guys to all meet our lovely team, Tracy and Marlene, and just feel confident in calling us. Feel comfortable. We know it's scary. We will take good care of you. We never sell your personal information. It is completely confidential with us. So anyway, that's really it. Tracy, Marlene, any final thoughts?
Look forward to working with everyone and speaking to them.
Same.
Yeah.
Marlene said it very well.
Awesome. I'm so
And Debbie, also thank you for all the opportunities that you give Marlene and I to connect with our clients, to connect with new people calling us, to connect with the connections in the senior world. You've opened that up for all of us and for both of us in so many ways. Thank you for that.
It's my pleasure. And I mean, it's in my bones. I can't help it. I am in the right career. It's what wakes me up and it's what puts me to sleep at night. I mean, it's there. So anyway.
You've infused it into our bones too.
Yeah. I could tell. So
that's why we all get up every day.
Right? Some of us a little earlier than others, but anyway, we won't go into that. So anyway, we are excited about all of you. We love all of you. We are excited to work with you, and hopefully you'll give us a chance. So anyway, that's another episode of Simply Medicare. I'm your host, Debbie Stroup, your Michigan Medicare Specialist, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
If you've enjoyed this edition of Simply Medicare podcast and you don't want to miss any future episodes, please make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Please also leave comments and offer feedback so we can make this podcast the best it can be for you. If you need assistance with your Medicare sign-up or you just have general Medicare questions, make sure to reach out to me at 248-227-0347. You can also reach me online at MichiganMedicareSpecialist.com or through my email at Debbie@MichiganMedicareSpecialist.com. I really look forward to working with you soon.